Hey yo fellow Legonians, fellow Brick fans, this is Dave Frost reporting in once again with another LEGO Star Wars set review. And this time it is of the Phantom version 2. And this came out the most recent season of Star Wars Rebels, the TV show. And the number code is 75170. Comes with 269 pieces, 2 minifigures, but overall 3 characters. Because Chopper is brick built and not really a minifigure of any kind. But anyways, you've seen the box. And the instructions contain a total of 81 steps to build the entire vehicle. Then on the next half page is a warning and caution to not fire the missiles at anyone's face. And then after that is the complete image of the vehicle and the 2 minifigures. After that, there's an advertisement for all 7 sets. 7 sets that came out in the winter wave of 2017. Then, on the next half page, is an advertisement of all the minifigures of all 7 of those sets recently mentioned. Then again, we get the picture of the Y-Wing attacking the Scarif base in the Rogue One movie. And then a half-page advertisement of the Force Builder gaming app that you can check out at lego.com/Star Wars or download on your Apple or Android device through the Apple App Store for Apple devices and the Google Play Store for Android devices. And then a whole page where it's 2 half pages next to each other of the entire list of pieces that are included in the set. Then on the back, as usual, is a Win Stuff for Giving product feedback advertisement. Next, we look at the extra pieces, which include a 3rd missile, because they always include an odd number of missiles in the sets where the vehicle would have 2 missiles in the set. And then we get a studded half stud, half peg, or a studded half peg piece in the blue color. The missile is in trans red. An extra lightsaber hilt in the metallic silver color. A quarter portion of a peg connected to a half peg piece in the tan color. And then we get a trans orange 1x1 round stud plate piece. And last but not least, 2. While the trans orange piece is a tile, is a 1x1 round studded plate tile piece, and then 2 black round 1x1 stud plate pieces, and just like in my most recent review, we get a second copy of One Piece, and I'm pretty sure that I applied all the copies of this piece in the vehicle in the set. So I'm not really sure why LEGO is adding an extra copy of an extra piece. So it's a little bit confusing there. Now let's look at the minifigures. So first we get a look at Admiral Thrawn, which a lot of Star Wars fans thought would be the character in Rogue One, but instead we got General Krennic, or whatever is... I kind of forget what his rank was. But anyways, I think that this appearance of Admiral Thrawn really shows off how good he looks in the show. Like, it really captures his appearance. Sure, his head is a little more rounded for the LEGO minifigure copy than versus how thin he looks in the show, but that's really how LEGO minifigures are created. And he does get a short blaster, or a pistol, as it were, if you consider that a pistol. And some really awesome torso printing on the front, but no printing on the legs, because they're all just white. Because they're really just white pants, and we don't really need any detail for the legs, other than I don't understand why they moved the belt up onto the torso instead of it being on the actual area of the hips of the legs. Come around to the back. And you get the back printing of the torso. And again, no back leg printing. But then, he does come with a second expression. Where he's angry. Like he lost a space war. And if you recognize, I think it is a bit of a misprint, where I believe this face is looking straight forward, whereas this face is looking off to a bit of an angle. So LEGO is also messing up on that. Put the hairpiece back on. And then we come to the minifigure of Kanan Jarrus. And you reckon... And this time, he doesn't come with a gun. He gave up on the whole fighting with two weapons thing in the TV show Star Wars Rebels. And it's the same Kanan Jarrus character minifigure that we got in the Ghost LEGO set in 2014, I think. or 2015. And this is where he's blind. And he too has two expressions. Where this one is more concerned and stern, this one's happy. And the blindfold or visor piece, or whatever this is connected to his hairpiece this time. Removing the lightsaber, we get a look at his awesome printing of his torso and his pants. Come around, and there's only printing on the back of his torso. But again, they put the belt. In this case, it makes sense that the belt is on the bottom of the torso instead of at the hips of the legs. Because you get a holster, or whatever this attachment is going on down here, where it attaches to his belt and goes around his thigh. And then here's Chopper, where there really isn't any difference to him. Versus other versions of Chopper that we've gotten before. He's always been the same. But unfortunately, I got a misprint on his headpiece, where it's misangled. And that's it for the Chopper character. Now we're going to look at the actual ship. And if you're not a fan of stickers, unfortunately you're not going to like this set, because it comes with a lot of stickers. All the way around. And what's also interesting about the stickers is that we get two shades of blue of a bit of a lighter dark blue, and they are really lighter light blue. And I think I've seen that image somewhere before in another LEGO Star Wars set, but I'm not exactly sure about that. I'm not exactly positive. And then there's this sticker on the bottom. And a gripe I have about this set is why LEGO decided to put Chopper off to the side behind the cockpit instead of in the center. Not really sure why they made it be that way. I'm pretty sure that they did it correctly according to the Phantom version 2 in the Star Wars Rebels TV show. And then there's a couple of, or several features, like the landing gear, where you can position it any way you like. And then come around to the back. You open up the back door. And then you bring out this Imperial crate Open it up, and it comes with a couple of grenades on the inside. And those are pretty much the only printed pieces in this set. But then there's also this yellow thing up here, where you push that side to side, and that will fire off the missiles behind the cockpit. So, now we're gonna bring in the Ghost. Which is really quite massive. So we'll put it off to the side. And we'll bring out the older version of the first version of the Phantom, which does not come with landing gear, which is a little bit unfortunate. But the first version actually comes with wings. And then it comes with 3 guns, where the second version comes with only 2. And then another thing to notice is that the second version of the Phantom does not come with rockets. So that's a little bit of a gripe I also have for the second version of the Phantom. Is why the heck did they not put rocket boosters back here in the area of the 10 bricks? And they also did not put wings on the second version of the Phantom either. So that's another gripe. Versus this gripe on the first version of the Phantom, where they did not put landing gear. Because in the show, it just lands flat like that. As such. And, so now we're going to remove the first version of the Phantom. Remove the 2 minifigures. But first I want to bring it back in Kanan Jarrus. And then bring in his earlier copy. So one thing you definitely notice right off the bat is not only is the first version not blind, according to the TV show, but also that his torso print is different, actually. This one has a shoulder armor piece and a shoulder strap connecting the armor piece to the torso, to where the second version of Kanan Jarrus is just different overall. And then the legs are kept the same color. But you also notice that the side belt piece is black on this copy of Kanan Jarrus, where it's brown on this copy of Kanan Jarrus. Same as the belt, same as the gloves. But the hair piece looks to be the same. Where it has the ponytail and to some degree, this version of Kanan Jarrus, his hairpiece seems to be somewhat a slight tad bit darker than this. But for the most part, it's the same color. And then you're also looking at the same, at the back torso printing that is also different. And then the arm colors are also different, to where it's dark green and lime green over here, and then it's just a light brown on both arms on here. So now is time for the big comparison. Or, I'm sorry, not comparison, but we're gonna test and see if the second version of the Phantom fits into the back of the Ghost. So, let me just put Kanan Jarrus back in. And his lightsaber. There we go. So what you have to do is bring in the landing gear, rotate it forward on both sides. And that's takeoff flight mode. So now we bring in the Ghost, raise that flap up, and it fits. Sure, it's a bit big in the rear of the second version of the Phantom, but it still works. I mean, it is... I'm wiggling it, trying to pull it out, literally, and... it's in there. It is really connected. So, it really adds to the Ghost. Makes it look a little more interesting. But that is about it for this review. I thank you all so very much for watching. Please stick around for more great LEGO Transformer and movie trailer related content coming to the future of this channel. And I will see you all in tomorrow's stop motion build and set review. And I advise you to, and I suggest as well, that you please watch tomorrow's stop motion build and set review, because the stop motion build worked out really smoothly of that set when I made it. And when I watched it after making it, I blew my own mind. It was so very smooth and elegant in the transitions of the picture frame or pictures that were taken shot by shot to make the video. And I express no more how awesome it is. You'll just have to see for yourselves how great it is. So, once again, I will see you all in tomorrow's stop motion build and set review. And that is about it. So long.